Gemini, welcome to your snapshot reading and welcome to the Mother Teresa channel. If you are new, definitely come on into this room. We are here to embrace you with open arms. We ask that you just come in as you are, right? Being your most authentic self. So unzip and let that mask fall to the ground, okay? Because I can't help you if I don't know who I am actually dealing with, right? So yes, come on into this room here, honey. And if the message does happen to resonate, then definitely do subscribe before you leave. But what is going on with you, Geminis? Okay. So what you guys have for the overlying energy is the Two of Wands upright. This lighting is not flattering at all, but there's a storm that's currently happening, so we have to do the best with what we have, right? We got to make it work. The cruise that hounds you guys is the Four of Cups. Interestingly enough, I just did Taurus's reading and they had the Two of Wands in reverse in their what is real position, or what is right about the situation position. So for some Tauruses, they might just be focused, if you're dealing with a Taurus, more so on themselves, okay? And they're giving off the vibe of like, I don't want anybody. Not even that they don't need anybody, but they don't really want anybody in their lives, or whoever they may be involved with. Say this is you, Gemini. One of the two of you guys, if not both of you guys, are just refusing to cooperate. I'm hearing sore loser. Somebody's acting like a sore loser with something that they don't feel like they have to give up. So that's a word, okay? What's real about the situation? You guys have the Six of Coins. So if this is all about work, and I'm touching on like finances and career, because what's wrong about the situation? We have the Four of Wands. There's something that just isn't all that satisfying. That's the word that's coming to mind. When I look at this coins energy, there's something it's okay, but it's not all that satisfying here. On a scale of 1 to 10, it's like a 5. You know, it's just me. So creatively, this can be the project that you're working on. You had a completely different vision, right? You saw it. I guess in a way you overestimated how well you could put your thought onto paper, okay? Or if this was like a logo, in your mind's eye, it looked really good, right? And it was really, in terms of like marketing and trying to bring in clientele, it grabbed your attention in your mind's eye. But then you see it, right? Whoever you chose to use to produce it, they just didn't really get it, right? So it's kind of like, there aren't any misspellings. It's just not quite there yet. It's not quite right. So that's going to be revised or needing to be redone here. Some of you guys are just working dead-end jobs, because in the Six of Coins, it's like the little like part-time jobs that you get just to make ends meet. You know what I mean? But you know that it's not your career. Like, that's not where you will end up. So some of you guys are just stuck there, which affects your mood, right? It's really disappointing here. You have 2 4s, so it relays back to your house and your sense of comfort, and you being very uncomfortable in this situation that you're in, having to do something again that you just don't want to do. You know what I mean? And it's very hard to shake that when you know like whatever you're involved with is not a part of your purpose, your mission. You know, it doesn't feel like it's of your highest good. It's almost like you fight yourself to even get out of bed to do it, or it's just like an agony that you get when you wake up and it's just like, ugh, like I have to deal with this person. Like, that is that energy that's coming through right now. You're not excited, right? You're heavily affected right now here. I feel like for some of you guys, if you're in a relationship, And this is what's coming through here, because where you need more information, you have the Queen of Wands, and where you end up is the Three of Wands. But it's like, okay, as soon as Mercury stationed retrograde, you saw a different side of this person. For the people that are like hypersensitive or just very self-aware here, like what's real about the situation, you can very easily know what's going on with other people because you know yourself. So like as soon as that happened, right, Mercury station retrograde, then it was very subtle, but you felt the change in energy and mood of the person that you're dealing with. Okay, or this person has gotten a little too comfortable, or you are too comfortable in this relationship here. Okay, where it's like, oh, okay, like I'm enjoying this like little Two of Wands, this like very spitfire energy, very thrilling and exciting energy, always wanting to be playful, you know what I mean? But it's like, okay, there has to be more, right? You're looking for more again, satisfaction out of the relationship, but it's kind of hard because this person's again comfortable with where it's at. They don't see anything wrong with the situation. They're fine with things as they are. I don't know why I feel like I've just said the same thing 8 different ways. But if that's what gets the point to be driven home, then I will do that. But yeah, they're fine with the way that things are, but you're not here. Or they or you feel like, okay, this relationship, it used to be fun, but now it's nothing but like drama. Okay, now every time I see this person, they're crying, they're in their feelings. I can't ever seem to do anything right to make them happy. But again, what you have to understand is it's not your responsibility to make somebody happy. They're giving their power away unto you, or vice versa, to allow their mood to be affected in such a way because of something that they may not get, right, that they want. But you have to decipher between your wants and your needs, right? What you actually need on a heart or a soul level. Okay, what you actually need to hear that's going to foster your growth. Who you actually need to be partnering up with that's going to foster your growth. Somebody that says what they means and means what they say. Because with the Four of Wands in the what's wrong position, there is no action involved, you know. Talk is cheap. And especially if you're doing something creative and you have to like rent out a space, you know, you're paying for that. Time is money. So you can't continually sit on these ideas or sit in this level of comfort with people. Okay, things have to constantly be like moving and shifting and changing and evolving, you know what I mean? There has to be some sort of dynamism, but I feel like that's been lost. Now it's understandable if there are some things going on a personal level, as far as maybe they have lost a family member, or have lost like a friend, or something that has put in this person in this like sunken, sullen type of mood and energy and space. Or maybe they have I don't want to necessarily say a mental disorder, but very well can have been diagnosed with something, or they just know that, like, what is that called? Chemically, there are some imbalances there. So it's having to work through those types of hardships, okay, which can also be hard, especially when other things are already going awry. With Mercury being retrograde, so like car troubles or travels being delayed, things getting denied, applications not going through, work being lost, you know what I'm saying, jobs being lost at this time because of communication being so flunky, you know. There are just so many other things that are not set in stone, and so this can trigger and set this person off very easily, you know what I mean, like a match. So very quickly this person can get heated, have a temper. So that might be you, Geminis. Queen of Wands is in the where you need more information. So if you are hot-headed, you're needing to work on that, needing to work on patience. Some of you guys just need to work on your self-esteem and your confidence and your drive, right? Your work ethic here. You have to work on being more consistent and tenacious about the things that you're actually passionate about. okay? Because some of you guys may have been too comfortable, again, with the position that you currently are in, right? The role that you have. Some of you guys are definitely abusing your power. So that has to be looked into. And it can be on home life, who you take it on or who you take it out on in regards to like your family and home life and stuff like that. But yeah, you're needing to look at those things. Some of you guys don't realize just how attractive you are. Some of you guys are going to be really magnetic. Other people are just going to find themselves being really drawn to you, or you at this time feel like you are really drawn to exotic, ambitious, just very out there. I don't want to say like flamboyant, because I feel like that has a negative connotation attached to it. And I don't want to say free spirit, because I always say free spirit, but like you're going to find yourself attracted to those types of people that maybe are indescribable, right? You just can't put your finger on here. You're finding yourself attracted to very charming, extroverted types of people, namely fire signs, you know, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So somebody may have piqued your interest if you're not in a relationship, but you have that want, right? Romantic attraction, because that may be what's missing in your life. There's the desire for sure, but now you're just working on the attraction part, right? Being able to call it in, being able to call somebody of value in here. Just know that whatever you're calling into your life is not something that you can play with. You have to be very serious about it, because you end with the Three of Wands, the Emperor, and the Knight of Coins with the Page of Wands. Look at that. Nothing but growth, exponential growth here. Some of these tasks that you're having to get on the ball with and take more initiative with, launching is what I'm hearing. Yes, it's going to feel very boring and monotonous, you know, repetitive, but you're having to do those more mundane tasks right now, and work more so on your organization and work more so on stage presence is what I'm hearing, and doing more so of that development, right? That type of character development until you wait for Mercury to station retrograde again. The Queen of Wands with the Emperor. So like this is a match. I wouldn't say a match made in heaven, because they're not the exact pairs. You don't have the Empress and the Emperor. But this is definitely the highest court card as far as Wands energy is concerned. So you may just very well meet your match. May have been through a dating site or app. Those types of hookup apps. That's what I'm getting with the Three of Wands and the three going back to your house, Gemini. And you guys are all about like the hookup, you know, just being in the know. However you meet this person is not the most conventional, okay? Or whoever you find yourself attracted to at this time, they differ from your usual type. Very different. The energy attached to this person is different than who you are, because you guys are more, is Gemini mutable? Gemini, I think Aquarius is fixed, Libra is cardinal, yes. So you guys are mutable energy. This person is more so cardinal energy, okay? So whereas you more so go with the flow, you can go in any direction, this person is like laser focused on one thing. This person's very energetic and optimistic. Okay, blindly optimistic, but extremely independent, which you might enjoy as well, because you don't like clingy people. You don't like to feel like you're babysitting anybody. You know what I mean? So this is good. You guys are definitely working to a point where you will no longer have to introduce yourself professionally, creatively, in whatever that you're doing. You have genius ideas that you're getting together, and you will present them at just the right time, but you just have to really focus again on the structure of it right now. So that's what I have for you, Geminis. If this reading resonated, give me a thumbs up, share this with your friends and family, subscribe if you haven't, and book with me should you need it. But if I don't hear from you, then just take care of yourself and your soul until you hear from me again, okay? Ciao.